Hello, this is Philip Philly Music. Um, Before I begin, apologies for my voice being a little out of it. Allergies have been getting to me, so I'm going to try to do my best. So I'm going to do a tier ranking or ranking of the albums of Mother Mother, Canadian indie rock band. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start. Well, you know what? Let me talk about my history, I guess, with it. So my history with the band. First time I heard them was actually uh, heard of them. Bringing up the Wikipedia on it, I can't remember which album it was, but Nickel Creek, not Nickelback, Nickel Creek did a cover of Hayloft. I believe it's from A Dotted Line. Let me see. Yep, Hayloft. Okay, yeah, from their 2014 album, A Dotted Line, Nickel Creek. And when I first heard it, I was like, man, that's a really zany kind of song. And I was looking into it. It's like, it's a cover of Mother from Mother Mother. Um, so that was my first experience with Mother Mother. After that, kids I worked with, they kept asking for songs. Like they would ask for Hayloft or Verbatim, which I said no to Verbatim. Probably should say no to Hayloft too, but I think it's okay. I did a little couple edits, but it's okay. Um, and I can't remember another song they picked, but anyways. And then last year they dropped an album called Nostalgia, which I spent the most time with that album because yeah, it was a potential for album of the year for me, but it did not make it, so I had to cut it. But it inspired me to go ahead and do a ranking of them because I was like, oh, let me see what the other stuff. They got such a unique sound to them. And there's a brother sister duo that started this band, so they got one other. Well, how many members are in it now? It looks like there's five. But Ryan Goldemond and Molly Goldemond, Ali Siadat, and Jasmine Parker, Mike Young. And there's three are no longer in the band. Kitten Lowen, Deborah Jean Krillman, and Jeremy Page. So let's start off with Mother. Mother, which even in the front of the page of their Wikipedia, it's not even listed as their first album. Um, and I heard somebody else review it, and they said, well, because they went by Mother back then, which I couldn't find anything about that. I'm sure it's probably in their bio. I just missed it. That's my son playing in the background. So anyway, Mother. Um, so it's going to be pretty much turns into Touch Up the next album, but there's like this is four songs on that are replaced by two other songs for Touch Up, and I like some of these songs. One of them is my least favorite though, so I do not like the song "Fat Kids," but I really like "Babies." The other two I can't really recall, but "Dirty Town," really good song. Um, and it's saved for the next album too, so I get to count it twice. And it has Verbatim, and yeah, so that's my three favorites from it. Nothing really on the credits, but like I said, this album is going to be um, made better for the next album. So, and at first I didn't think it was going to make it better. I was like, man, four songs are cutting, they're not that bad except for one, and then they're going to put two others in place of it. But to be honest, it made it better. So, anyways, for the Mother album, I'm gonna put it at a B. There we go. So next we have Touch Up, which is like I said, is the same album except for those tracks being removed and two more put in. It's funny too. I was reading that they do have an EP of those four tracks, just those together. But yeah. But anyway, yeah. So let's back out. Touch Up, released in 2007. The last album was 2005. By the way, I didn't mention it. Yeah. So like I said, Touch Up is a Touch Up re-release. So yeah. So you get Dirty Town on this again. Um, yeah, Polynesia, I like that. Angry Sea, I really like that one. That was good. Oh, Anna was on both of them, and I don't know, just couldn't get into that one. Even more so this time. I don't know why. Just maybe in the sequencing. Um, let's see, what else I love? I really like the song "Love and Truth." I was making notes of that. Verbatim is on this again, so it's cool. But no babies. Nothing really to put on there for the credit. So yeah. Um, but to me, this is their best album. I'm gonna put it in A. I do think this is their best album to me, and maybe these other ones will grow if I spend more time with them. Like I said, Nostalgia is the only one I really spent a lot of time with, and I was well aware of some of the tracks like from um, yeah, Touch Up and from Oh My Heart. So let's go ahead and move on to Oh My Heart, which is probably their most popular album because it has a Hayloft on it. Um, yeah. Oh, I had Burning Pile on her too. I forgot about that. But what I put down for my favorite songs off of this, was I put down Try to Change, Body, and Hayloft. And my least favorite was Body of Yours. But yeah, I thought it was a very good album as well. Um, I like it better than their debut, but I don't like it better than Touch Up. So I'm gonna put it right here in the B category. But I am gonna put it in front of Mother. All right, next we go on to Eureka. So this is from 2011. Had the singles "The Stand," "Baby Don't Dance," and "Simply Simple." I had "Baby Don't Dance" as my least favorite song off this album. My favorites were "Chasing It Down," "The Stand," and "Born in a Flash." Uh, I mean, I don't feel like they changed up their sound too much from what they were doing, um, but I do think it is a step down though. It's just something about it. It just didn't hit with me as well as the other previous three. It was kind of a letdown. Um, Not terrible, but not good either. So I'm gonna put it in D, which I know I was reading on All Music, or no, Album of the Year, um, that people really love this album. So maybe it just hasn't hit with me yet, and maybe it will in the future. And if I do this again, maybe it'll be higher. But as of right now, it's a D for me. Next, we have the Sticks. This is 2012 concept album that deals with the notions of isolation, escapism, and withdrawal from modern society. Uh, yeah, so it says it had three singles: "Let's Fall in Love," "Bit by Bit," and "Infinitesimal." Can't pronounce that. So I put my favorite songs off of this is "Waiting for the World to End," "Bit by Bit," and "Dread in My Heart," but my least favorite was "Latter Days." Um, yeah, "Waiting for the World to End" hits kind of hard, especially for the what's going on in the world right now. So that was my favorite one. So, but this is a better album um, than Eureka. It's actually better than Mother too. So I'm actually going to put it in between Mother and "On My Heart" in the B category. All right, next we have "Very Bad Thing," which I read a lot of people don't like this one too much. Um, I think this one's pretty good though. It has the singles "Get Out the Way," "Monkey Tree," and "Modern Love," which I wrote down. "Get Out the Way" is my favorite song off of this. The title track as well, and "No One to Nothing," and least favorite is "Have It Out." But I do feel like they're going for a more popular sound on this one, but I still think it works. Um, I am going to put it right here behind Mother. I do prefer Mother. So not so bad until now. So Next album, No Culture. This is their worst album to me. This one was a slog to get through. I think I wrote down somewhere on, I think it was on album of the year. I put Trog, but I meant slog. This is a slog to get through album. And that album cover is creepy. But um, the singles, The Drugs, Love Stuck in a Letter, but it did not do much for me. I mean, I still try to pick out some positives from it. So I put the title track is my favorite from it. Everything is happening and family, which I like the sentiment of that one. Um, Actually, the last half of it is a lot better than the first half, but Love Stuck is my least favorite song off of this one. But I really did not like it, and I don't look forward to ever revisiting it. It really left a sour taste in my mouth. Maybe I was in a bad mood or something when I listened to it, but it really affected it. So I put it in the F. I thought it was not good at all, besides the last couple of tracks. Mostly. And so where did it fall in at? I was looking at my songs. So No Culture, yeah, it's at the end. Everything is happening and family. Oh yeah, so there's the last three tracks. All right. All right, next we have Dance and Cry, which this one also gets kind of a bad rap. Like people think it's not that good, which, everybody goes through eras in their musical stuff, and nobody can stay on top forever, which I don't know if they've ever been considered on top, but I mean, they did get, I don't think I mentioned it, but it did have like a TikTok resurgence with Hayloft and Verbatim and a couple of other songs. So anyway, so this one, I just think it's good, but it's not really good. It's somewhat okay. I put my favorite songs was I Must Cry Out Loud, Get Up and So Down, which Get Up was the only single released from this one. 2018, by the way, if I haven't mentioned it. My least favorite is the title track, but I'm gonna put that one in the C category. I don't love it as much as the others. Next, we have Inside, which reminds me of a Monster Energy drink. um, it's a concept album dealing with themes of isolation and self-love during the COVID-19 pandemic, which is in this album came out in 2021, so a little bit into the first of it. Four singles though. I got Love, Stay Behind, Forgotten Souls, Pure Love, so combined singles. Sick of the Silence and Life. I wrote down that my favorites were Pure Love, Weep, Forgotten Souls. And my least favorite was Two. Yeah, that was a track I just really did not like. It felt really like off for them. Didn't seem on brand. Yeah, and it had like a deluxe thing, which I didn't mess with that. I don't really mess with deluxe albums most of the time. Um, but this one is another one that it's almost on the cusp of being, good, but it's not quite there. It's just, or like really good. It's more like just good. But I do like it better than Dance and Cry, so I will put it in front of it, but in the C category. Next, we have Grief Chapter. All right, so that came out in 2024. Their ninth studio album is what it said over this. So four singles: Normalized, To My Heart, The Matrix, and Nobody Escapes. Um, this one did not really stick in my brain, but I had mostly positive. I thought it was good. It wasn't bad or even, just meh. But it didn't really stick with me too much. It kind of went in and went out. But I still don't have any bad feelings really with it. So, but my favorite songs were Nobody Escapes, Days, Normalized, and least favorite was Goddamn Stay in Power. But that's one thing about this band I really like it. I think it's because across on almost every album where it does come across the nasally singing, and then the sisters kind of like strange way of singing. It just really stands out, and some of their quirky lyrics I really like as well. And the instrumentation is good. I really like them. I think, especially the acoustic stuff from the. But I am going to put this one in the C category as well. Let's see where I would put it in there. Do I like it better than Dance and Cry? I mean, Dance and Cry is a little bit more memorable, so I'll put it behind that. So I'll put it there. And then finally, we have Nostalgia. And I spent more time with this one than all the other ones, like I said, so maybe I'm a little biased on this one. But came out last year. It's part of the band's 20th anniversary. The goal is to create nostalgia to embody a childlike creativity, which he believes often becomes elusive later in life. Stating each creative choice was evaluated by its emotional impact. Singles Make Believe, Love to Death, and Finger. Alright, so yeah, and Love to Death and Finger were two of my favorite songs from it. The other one being Station Wagon. And my least favorite was Make Believe, the first single. But yeah, I think this was a really good album, to be honest. So it's not quite A level, but I'm gonna put it in the B category. Where would I put it though? Let's see. Let's see the sticks. My heart. I think I want to put it right. I think right now I'll put it right here. Right. Yeah, right there feels better. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So yeah, that's where I put everything. This is my ranking, my opinion. Please let me know in the comments what you think. Where would you put these albums? Um, yeah, just let me know your thoughts of this band. I don't know how much people are wanting to even talk about them, but I saw one other video about ranking their albums. So, um, yeah, so they're a good band. I mean, mostly that's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good average. You got like two that I wouldn't recommend, but the rest I would, or at least maybe three I would. The C's I still would. They're still good. D is mad though, so yeah, to me. So, anyways, yeah. So let me know in the comments what you think. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Share, help me get my subscriptions up. Hit the bell, and yeah, join me tomorrow for another song of the day. And I'm already starting to work on my next discography or my deep dive ranking that I'll be doing for the next artist. So, anyways, have a good night. Goodbye.